tonight with an amazing cook, Mr. James Dodson, ready to do this, and I'm hoping everything says something happened. We ain't live. Let's try that again. Let's see if it'll go live this time. Looked like it had a little glitch, so I don't know if we're live. Looks like we are live now. There we go. Let's try this again. Hey, everybody. Mike Steele here with BBQ Champs Academy. Got a great show lined up for everyone tonight. We got Mr. James Dodson in, and with Limpbrizkit Barbecue, and I think we're going to have a great show with him. Looking forward to it. If everybody's got any questions and stuff for James, certainly feel free to ask. We always like to open these up in a Q&A, at least toward the latter part of our broadcast that we do. And we're going to have a great time tonight. James is an established cook, very good. Him and his wife, Erica, are just absolute blast to hang around. And we're going to find out who the better cook is tonight. I'm going to let James answer that. And I'm hoping Erica's going to be on. And we're going to hear what she has to say about his comments. So this is going to be really good. Maybe we could start doing this on Barbecue Champs, where there used to be a game show years ago, the Newlyweds, James back there laughing. So maybe that's what we need to do, get husband and wife teams. And we got Caitlin right here, so we could get Caitlin and Brandon. That would be two good ones. How are you guys doing? And maybe that would be some fun stuff to do. I may have to put that in the wheelhouse here. So, but we appreciate everybody on. Got 28 already on board. Gordon, we appreciate you being here as always. Chuck, I think that's you tonight. So happy birthday! If I recall, I did see. I think it was your birthday. I believe it was today. So if it was, happy birthday, Anna. Certainly glad that you are here. Don't know where you're going to be cooking. Anna, y'all going to go down to Willis, or y'all going to cook the one up in by Terrell, the Outlaw? Where y'all going? I know y'all been killing the CBA stuff, and I know there's one down there. I think it's the new kickoff for CBA. I think it starts this weekend is the new season. So where y'all going to be cooking at, Anna? Randy, appreciate you being here. Yes, she's here with all caps and exclamation mark. James, buddy, you are in such trouble. Steve, appreciate you being here. Tim, thank you for showing up. Look at here who we've got. Mr. Tim Woolridge rolled out. Man alive, this is awesome. Lucas, all the way from over in Australia, thank you for being here. Let's see. Yeah, we are down to clown. Yeah, that may be funny. I may have to get you two on here. We could have a lot of fun with that. Oh, let's see who else we got. We're going to go try the Outlaw. That's awesome. Ron Davis, let's see, on the way to Alabama. Appreciate you being here. I know I saw another name in here just a minute ago, Mr. Big Jim Hudgens. Thank you for being here. Jim, I'm going to have to reach out to you at some point and get you on the show as well. And if I recall, didn't you have a pretty good weekend this past weekend in the SCA? I thought I saw that you had done pretty good. I've tried to keep up with so many people. Let me know how you ended up doing, Jim. Let's see. Craig, thank you for being here. BBQ's in the house tonight. Juke, thank you for being here, man. You're always here week in and week out for us. Jeremy, thank you for being here all the way from Searcy, Arkansas. Paul, appreciate you being here. Let's see. James, Anita Page, watching, can't wait for the Saturday Outlaw. I am looking forward to it as well. There's the champ himself, Mr. Terry Roan. Thank you for being here, Terry. There is your partner right there, Mr. Danny Helm. Appreciate you being here, Danny. Steve, thank you for being here. Joe, appreciate you being here. Kevin, as always, thank you for showing up. Carlos, appreciate you being in the house, man. We got a stacked house today. Already got over 54 folks here. Let's see, Big Jim Hudge is the man. Yep, looky here. Ricky Bocanegra, how you doing, Rick? I hope we get to see you this weekend. I'm sure you're going to be cooking the Outlaw events right there in your backyard. Beryl, appreciate you being here. Steven, thank you for being here. Bo, tell you what, man, you did a great job on that brisket trim. I saw that picture that you posted today on Facebook. It looked amazing. Where are you going to be cooking at this weekend, Bo? I thought I had saw you was going to go down the big Chucarabra cook off, but I thought I saw you was giving up that spot, so I don't know if you're cooking or not. So be interesting to see where you're going to be. Michelle, thank you for being here. Yeah, I know you're going to have to give your sister Erica a little support. I'm sure James is going to do everything he can to make himself look good. I just think it's not going to work out for him, but we shall see. So Nathan, thank you for being here. Let's see, where are you going to be cooking at? Hondo. Okay. All right. John, Glad you are here. Want to thank our barbecue family for all the prayers for Heather. Yes, I am so glad that she's been doing better. I know she was in the emergency room just to try to get tests and stuff. All the beds were booked up. I was reading through your post, John. I'm so glad that she is doing better. And I hope she's well enough that y'all can come to the competition. I don't know how severe it was, but man, we would love to have you come out. Always such a great time to be with you and Heather. But I'm so glad that she is doing well. So look out to us. We got here Mr. Jack himself. Appreciate you, Jack, being here. And I'll tell you what, we got quite a few folks tonight. Got a little mix of barbecue and steak cookers on here. We always love having a mix. And I'm going to dive in here pretty quick. Looks like we got about 61 folks on here. I want to do this real quick, as I always do. Like to go in and thank our sponsors, because we could not do what we do without these guys. Their support is so huge for us. Mr. Danny at Big Extreme Barbecue, if you're looking for some rubs, he has got some unbelievable rubs. He's got one sauce that is off the chart good. If you've never tried it, you might want to give it a shot. B&B Charcoal, they're slowly getting their inventory out. I've been going into Academy several times over the last month and a half or so, and they seem to be stocked up, so glad to have them back with those great bags of charcoal that they have. Also, Brian Crawford at Lone Star Barbecue Pro Shop and his Crawford Barbecue products. Certainly do appreciate him. Wild Bill. Now, let me tell you, if y'all have never tried any of the Texas Select seasonings, you need to go check out. Go to Texas Select Seasoning. Go to their website, look around. They've been doing rubs since I think the mid-'80s, and he has got some unbelievable rubs. Got some great stuff for game as well, so check them out. Gunter Wilhelm Knives, Mr. David, has put a special coupon code for all of Barbecue Champ Academy alumni. I will be posting that in the private message board, so if you have taken a class on Barbecue Champs, be looking for that. He has got a huge discount for all of our customers on top of his Cyper week discount. So it is very substantial. He did this for us last year. Some of the absolute best knives that I have ever come across. Not just saying that because they're a partner on our show. I was using them well before that. And they are absolutely awesome. Also, John Lindsay and Ronald Burns got the steakrubs.com. Dustin down at the barbecue store. Dustin, thank you for getting some rubs out that I needed for this weekend. Always quick shipping. Placed the order on Friday, shipped out Monday. And actually, I placed it on Saturday. It shipped out Monday. I got it today. Thank you, Dustin. I appreciate it. And last but not least, if you're looking for some meats, you can check out Raider Red Meats, Texas Tech University. This is a great program for them. They get the students involved in all of this. And they have got a great selection of meats down there. So if you're looking for brisket, ribs, I saw they had some awesome prime rib. I think I'm going to cook up a prime rib for Christmas this year. I know where I'm going to get it. So appreciate all of you guys helping us out week in and week out. We know you're there for us. Got a couple more folks we want to give a shout out to, and then we're going to bring in the man of the hour. Let's see. Mark, appreciate you being here. Merv, always can count on you being here. Let's see, steak cooking season is over. So, yeah, y'all don't have much going on for the rest of the year. It looks like it's kind of finishing up. Juicy Pig. Yes, sir. That Juicy Pig is some good stuff, Carlos. That's from Texas Select Seasoning. If you hadn't ever tried it on some ribs, you ought to do so. It's really great on pork, and it's great on pork butt as well. Let's see what else we got here. Go to Rockin' A and Hutto. Yes, sir. That's for sure. And one more, you need to come up to El Dorado, Arkansas on the 11th. Going to be a great comp. Yep, sounds like it. I need to get to some more of these competitions in the steak. Absolutely love it. They're fun to do. And I'm thinking about trying to get out to a few more of those when we got them close by. Well, let's bring in the man of the hour. The man, the myth, the legend everybody wants to be like. If we could rock socks like this guy right here, Mr. James Dodson. Limpbrizkit barbecue team out of Texas. What part of Texas are you from, James?
We're out of Fort Worth, Texas, just a little bit north in Saginaw.
Okay. All right. Very, very good. Well, James, thank you, man, for being here. We got a packed house tonight, man. If I had known that you was this superstar, I would have had you on here a long time ago. Man, we got over 73 folks on here to see you tonight.
No, they're here to see Erica, and we all know Erica's a better cook, right? So
But yeah, I tell you what. Now, Erica, I was wondering if we was going to razz him a little bit about this. He's just done threw the towel in. I don't know if this is a deploy to get the heat off of him. If he is, he's a very smart man. So, anyway, well, I tell you what, James, I really do appreciate it. I was kind of looking for somebody I forgot all about over the holiday weekend. I didn't really even reach out to anybody over the week. I was like, who can I really get that's part of this outlaw deal that we're going to be cooking that's a really good cook? A lot of people know. And I was like, I wonder if James would be interested. And thank you for such a late notice. I contacted him yesterday like at 5 o'clock, and he said, heck yeah, I'm in. So, oh, goodness gracious. But anyway, man, we got a lot of folks on here saying hi to you. Let's see who else we've got. Let's see. Run back up here. Man, there was a whole rush of them. Okay, Justin's here for Erica's recipes. Not worried about yours. I love that. Way to go, Justin. Jeff, all the way from Michigan. Appreciate you. Timothy, we have your comp meets at HEB Plus in Round Rock. I tell you what, I so wish we had a Round Rock in Louisiana. HEB in Louisiana. Those are the absolute best stores. So, Carissa Smith says hi. And appreciate you, man. I tell you what, great year, Carissa. I think I saw you finish in the top 10. I know Robert finished first. Congratulations to y'all. Yes, I noticed that too. He has a collar on. Hey, what about the tube socks? Are we sporting the tube socks, or is that just for competition?
No. I when you call or when we talked a little bit yesterday, I'm like, I'm in Philadelphia right now, so I didn't have my Limpbrizkit because if not, I told Erica earlier, I was like, I'd put socks in the curtain. Right? Like, if I would have known, we would have had definitely the tube socks. And
okay.
To be honest, we're not good cooks at all. It's just the socks.
Bull butter.
Really lucky.
Yeah, bull butter.
It's all about socks.
It's all about the socks.
I gave Juke and Tim Kirkendall a pair of socks, but they've been winning ever since.
Oh, that is hilarious. Well, you need to. I think I heard somebody was going to give me a T-shirt. Maybe you need to give me some socks to go along with the T-shirt. So
well, we have that both for you, Mike. This weekend, I'll have a pair of socks and a Limpbrizkit.
Oh, so I got the whole setup. Huh? Yeah, exactly. I love it. Craig is smart here, saying "Happy wife, happy life." Yes, that is very, very true. 100%. And let's see who else we got. Carlos, don't worry, guys. I'm here. Karen, thank you for being here. Erica, here we go. Well, yes, he is a very smart man. So he knew this was not a battle to pick, And I had some pictures of all this food, of talking about, everything turning black for Thanksgiving. We had a little talk about that at the beginning before we came on the show. I don't even know if I need to even put them up right now because I think he's done threw in the towel, Erica.
No, I would put them up.
Okay, all right. So somebody's already wanting to know what's in the cup. So, little coffee. There you go. Carissa says hi, and Jack says he'll be there this weekend, looking to play. It's going to be good. I will be there this weekend if you promise not to play that song. Right.
We have Eric and I went in a studio. And we actually cut a Limpbrizkit song. Instead of Faith, we made it Taste. And it's a horrible song, and Jack's right. I shouldn't play it, but I'll probably play it late Saturday, Mike.
That's hilarious. That is absolutely hilarious. Well, James, tell us a little bit about yourself. How did you get started? How did we haven't ever had you on our show before, and so just give us a little brief. What was your barbecue journey like? Did you start with a dad that grilled all the time and you was an awesome griller as a young age, or did you just pick it up late in life and decided to roll with it?
No, and I'll kind of get into that in a minute. The first thing I want to do is I want to wish John McCage and Heather McCage health. I mean, John McCage is what's right about barbecue, to be honest, and
100%.
And to see, Heather in the hospital, Eric and I definitely send our prayers and thoughts with them. I'm glad she was released today, and I hope that I get to see those guys. As far as my barbecue journey, you and I talked about this earlier. My dad used to cook. It was more like hot dogs and hamburgers, right? And but what really got me into barbecue is my buddy Outlaw. So Scott and I both bought grills, and we were like, what can we do to consume a lot of alcohol or cold beverages and cook? So the first we started the Saginaw Showdown, and that was our first competition. So we cooked. We both cooked the brisket. We had everybody we tore little pieces of paper and they judged it. And and our whole thing was at first was, what can we do to cook a lot of good food and drink a lot of cold beverages? We realized pretty quick that we can drink a lot of cold beverages, but we can't really cook a lot of good food. So it took us a little while to figure out how to make a brisket, and then ribs, chicken. Then you get the little bite of, hey, I'm good. Everybody tells me how great my food is. Let's go to a competition and see what we do. And we did. The first competition I went to, there were 12 teams. It went from 11. They called the numbers from 11th through 1st. So as they got to second in every category, I was starting to get up out of my seat. I got 12th in chicken, 12th in ribs, and 12th in brisket. And I realized pretty quick that the only reason my friends were telling me that is because I was giving them free cold beverages and free food.
There you go. It wasn't the food they were coming for. It was the cold beverages.
Not the food. The food was not good.
That's awesome. Oh, my gosh. What a story that was. So what did you do? You finished. I guess you got the DAL in every category and overall as well. So it was, hey, here's the thing, James, right? It's onward and upward from there, right? So,
well, not really, because the next 3 competitions, so we cooked 2 competitions a year. We cooked Haslett Wild West Fest and Cops for Kids. And Eric and I both have a lot of friends that are part of the Fort Worth Police Association. Nestor Martinez, who just retired, was one of the guys that really ran that. And we just cook, have a good time. And there was a time, and it's kind of the reason I think Eric and I are the way we are. There was a competition, and a guy won GC, and I went up to him and he kind of blew me off. And it was kind of like, okay, well, now I'm going to try to take it serious. So I took it serious for the next 2 years, and I had 0 calls. So I realized pretty quick that I needed help. And one of the best advice that I ever have and is from Robert Ralston, right? And I was at a contest, and we got a 9th place chicken call, and there was only like 15 teams. And Robert asked me, what temperature did you cut your brisket? And I told him, I don't temp my brisket. I don't know what you're talking about. And it's the little tip that it's what I tell everybody when, Eric and I try to give tips and hints and all that. But I mean, I cooked doing 15 years before it was good, because I cooked 2 competitions a year. And I got a little tip here: you make a mistake and you get a walk. And it's what I always tell everybody when I'm in your show and your comments is, if you want to get good really quick, go to the Barbecue Champs Academy and sign up for a class. It just, the amount of time that you're going to spend on cook-offs, travel, everything else, go get a class from somewhere, somebody. I mean, I gave a class, Duke Marino, Tim Kirkendall, and Graylin all came out. And the best part about your class is you can go back and watch it. Right. And Erica has asked, because I've been pretty much dominated her in the cooking field over the last couple of years.
Watch it now.
She's asked for a class from Santa Claus. And I think it's, I can't remember the guy's name. Erica will probably comment on it, but that is out of Temple, Texas. Wants that class. But no, I think Santa Claus might give her that class.
There you go.
You need something.
Whoa! Goodness, great! Be careful now, James. Let's see. You're
Philadelphia.
Yeah, so you can get by with that for right now, but you do have to come back home. Just remember that. So,
that's true.
So here's a question already. Does James and Erica compete against each other, and do they make wagers on the winner and loser? Ooh.
I will tell you this: I've learned how to wash dishes really well.
I remember Erica saying that.
Yeah, it's Carthage. She owns me. I mean, like every time we cook Carthage, I don't know what to. I mean, she just beats me, and I tell her it's lucky, and I tell her that I have a good time. But honestly, the thing is, Erica's just a really good cook, and she's more detailed than I am. I like to go out there and have a good time. I want to win, without a doubt. But Erica's the type of person where we were chasing points at 18, 19. And she had asked me at the first of the season, what's your goal? I was like, I just want to finish in the top 20 in Region 1. So we started doing good, and we started winning, and all of a sudden, and changed the cook.
Oh, God.
True. We'll do that. She's violent.
Yeah.
A little bit later about Vernon. But anyways, no, it was, she helped. She talked about it when she was on the show, and I was in Philadelphia. It was 8 o'clock or 7:45 my time, 6:45 her time. She calls me, and I'm thinking something wrong. There's something right, because just like during the week, it's like competitions. I always have to drag Erica out of bed. Right, like she gets out of bed at the house at 7:30, and competitions I have to wake her up at 6. And that was a punch at you, babe. I love you, but it's true. But it literally, she called me and said, I have a new chicken recipe. And when she called me and said, I want to try this on chicken, I was like, okay, this is a game changer. She's in it. And ever since then, we work really well as a team. And all kidding aside, our last year we did really well, and it had nothing to do with me. It had to do nothing but with Erica. Like I said, I'll give her a hard time, and I'll tell her I cook better than her. But if you want a cooking partner and somebody that drives you to do better, Erica Dodson doesn't. There's nobody better than her.
Yeah, she's good. There's no doubt. You can tell she takes it serious too. So she goes out there to win. She's not. Yeah, she is definitely a player in it. So now I know that there were some harsh words. I know here 3 or 4 or 5, 8 weeks ago. Let's just say somewhere around there about you screwing up her brisket. And boy, oh boy, did that get around on the internet. And I was like, so I want to get the story from the man himself. How bad you screw up her brisket?
Well, you know what? It wasn't as bad as what I did in Vernon, right? Like because when I cook, when I'm the head cook, I cook brisket and the ribs. And when she's the head cook, she cooks the ribs and the chicken, right? So, and my only responsibility is the brisket, which you and I, Mike, talked about this. I think it's kind of the easiest meat to cook, honestly, in competition.
Yeah.
And it was undercooked, right? And and we talked about it. And I actually that weekend. I actually cut the brisket raw. I cut it with the grain, which I haven't done since my first brisket, so it was horrible. But I'd like to go back a little bit to Vernon, Texas. When COVID was happening, we chased cook-offs. We'd load up on Friday night at 5:30, 6 o'clock, get to the contest at 10, 11 o'clock. And anyways, Vernon, Texas, I cooked the brisket for her. She probed it. Can you help me? Because I told her you're going to cook everything. I probed it. It was not done. So I told her, I go, hey, give it another hour. And so she another hour, she goes, do I probe it? And I go, no, it's done. Don't worry about it. Pull it off. Well, she starts trimming it, and she's like so upset that the brisket, she was like, hey, this is underdone. It's not tender. So she had a spatula that you used to take the brisket up and put it in the thing. She threw it on the ground, and it shot up, and it cut me right here. There's a little scar right here. She was mad. She wouldn't talk to me at awards. She wouldn't hold my hand, which we normally do. First place ticket, it was her number, and I gave her the ticket, and she was like, hey, will you please come up there with me? And I'm like, no. I had 2 stitches. The paramedic on duty that came over and saw it. I didn't press charges. Maybe I should have. But she did a really nice job of assaulting me and still getting first place brisket.
I love it. That is probably going to go down as one of the greatest stories in 2021. That is awesome. That is awesome.
I learned to duck now. I walk away when I see her with a spatula.
Oh my gosh! All right, Cody wants to know: are y'all both competing this weekend at the Outlaw Cook-Off?
No, because there's no paramedic on duty. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to stay safe, Cody.
Oh goodness! Well, I tell you what I'll do. I'll bring you a full hard hat, the mask, the whole 9 yards, and that way you can cook. And then we'll just call it an even swap for the long socks and the Limpbrizkit shirt. How about that?
I would like that. I need some protection.
That is hilarious. Oh my goodness gracious. That is too funny. All right, so we got a couple other questions that's been floating around here. Merv wants to know what you guys cook on. So I know what y'all normally cook on. Y'all are drum cookers, correct?
Yeah, we both do offset and drums, and the reason that I have an amazing offset smoker that Rib Drum Smokers built me. But we cook on drums just because of the travel. I don't have to make 2 trips, right? So we have a full behind trailer RV, and we just load the drums in the back of my truck. Yeah, so that's that beauty right there.
There's your offset. Beautiful. Full insulated.
Yeah. And like I was telling you earlier, that cooker it's money. It's just difficult. And I'll be honest, Erica knows how to cook on the drums better than I do. Right. So she helps me, and that's the reason we do the drums. But we've won a couple of RGCs on that pit. But it's just easier. And like I said, whatever you cook on, it changes a little bit. It doesn't change a lot. Your flavor profile is still going to be the same. Drum smokers, you don't leave it unwrapped for so long. The pit, I'll keep my brisket unwrapped for 2.5 hours versus a drum where I like doing an hour and a half. Now, I did watch a show last week with Robert Smith. We did buy every bag of mesquite chunks just up to the Mississippi. So I feel bad for anybody that's trying to buy mesquite chips.
That's hilarious. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, my goodness. Well, all right. What is your best win in 2021?
You know what? Look, and Eric and I don't post a lot about what we do for charity, but my best win is my uncle Mike has a car club called Mad Dog Car Club. And they have like 700 members. And Eric and I wanted to offer a raffle for Sergeant Alex Viola. I saw the comments. I appreciate that, James. But Sergeant Alex Viola Memorial Car Show, my uncle is truly behind. And 2019, we went to that car show, and I asked my uncle, hey, can I do a raffle? Feed 40 people or whatever and put it in a nice little basket. We've done it before. And my uncle said, would you cook for the Green Berets that are coming in to judge the show?
Oh, wow. And
we did that in November, and Eric and I did. And Frank Viola, we went to his house. Green Berets came in there, and Frank's son Alex, was a true patriot and died in 2013 in Afghanistan. Any trophy I've ever won, that was the most emotional night Eric and I have ever had. Besides that, my favorite memory of a barbecue competition is Erica winning her first GC in Alvord. Benny Koger and I stayed up maybe a little bit too late. I was actually going to bed as Erica was getting up, and everybody got to see her do, light the fire, do everything. And her winning her first GC is probably the top moment of my barbecue life. That was absolutely amazing for me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. That is. And that's so cool to be able to cook for the Green Berets. Yeah, that would have to be, whether it's a competition or not, that would be something that's right up there at the top. So
it's amazing.
Yeah. Are y'all going to be cooking Grapevine the next weekend?
Craig. So first of all, Craig Cumbie is an amazing guy, right? He actually trusted the Outlaw BBQ Association for our second cook-off. It's going to be in Grapevine. It's going to be called the Precision Granite and Tile Toys for Tots Barbecue Cook-Off. It's December 10th and 11th. $150 entry fee plus the toy. And the coolest part is for the guys that their wives like to fish, it's going to be at the Bass Pro Shop. So you can not only cook, you can buy gifts at the same time.
Yeah.
The cool thing is with all of our sponsors that we've done, we were actually able to add $1,000 add on to that cook-off. Eric and I will be in, and not unfortunately, but Eric and I will be in Corpus Christi. Erica's goddaughter will be graduating from college, so we've been asked to cook barbecue for that.
Okay, so y'all will be in the first competition this weekend, but you're not going to make it to Rosevine. Okay, and y'all will both be cooking in the competition this weekend.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Yeah, a lot of people love that offset. Very nice, gorgeous pit. Yeah, it's pretty, no doubt. Nice pit. Yeah. Drum life rules. Yeah, I tell you what, Drum's been doing pretty good. I've seen that person in Rockwall. Yeah, there we go. It's beautiful. A pit in Rockwall. So, oh, goodness gracious. That would be my first Outlaw event to cook. That would be my first Outlaw to cook myself. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. There's no doubt. I tell you what, y'all have had a lot of fun. And how was the holidays? Y'all have a good holiday, Thanksgiving and stuff?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, besides the fact that Erica burnt the turkey, flies, and I will say this. Here's what I love about the barbecue community. I posted on Facebook that Erica had burnt the turkey. And
are you talking about that?
Yeah, it was really bad.
Yeah,
and it was all a joke. Right? Like, the pictures and started posting, and but I had more than one barbecue family text me, message me on Facebook, and say, "Hey, if you need an extra turkey, we have one." And it was like felt really bad. The best part is Erica was there with her mom making Thanksgiving, so she didn't see any of these posts until later.
Oh my God, she would have absolutely killed you.
Yeah, and my sister Angie did save the day though. She saw the picture of the pie, and
there's the pie.
Yeah, and actually drove over and delivered a homemade chocolate pie to me.
Oh my gosh! Well, I'm surprised you're alive. I'm glad that Erica didn't see that, because if she had have seen that, I don't know if we'd be seeing you at the competition.
No. And the good thing is her mom and dad were there, and they kind of liked me, so they wouldn't let her abuse me.
I don't know if she would. I don't know if anybody could have stopped her. So not after seeing that. And I saw that turkey, and I was like, there ain't no way that Erica burnt that bird that black. There ain't no way. So
some of the comments, if somebody's not, if you're not my friend me. The comments on the black turkey were amazing. They were like, where'd the turkey get the Fonzie jacket from? I never seen leather that tight. BDSM comments. It was pretty awesome.
That is awesome. Yeah, James posted her thermometer was in Celsius.
When I posted that, James, she told me about a thermometer where she would put it at. So I was stopped after that.
Yeah, that's a good. At that point, yeah, you probably want to stop. Tell James that the Texas Barbecue Chapter members is watching, brother. So
man, I'll tell you right now, Mike, Big Rome, all the Texas Barbecue Chapter and men's, and then Joe's Meat Market. They were very generous in the donation to that Toys for Tots cook-off. It added a $2,000 payoff.
Right, that's awesome. That's awesome. I hope everybody's coming to this competition is bringing, it says bring a toy. I don't know. We went and bought a bunch of toys. I think we got 4 or 5 toys. So, this is about giving back to the kids that may not have it and that may be less fortunate. And so bring some. Don't bring one. If you can afford it, bring 3 or 4 of them. So make some kids' life really, really happy. It's just a lot of people may be going through some tough time with inflation being sky high and the prices of everything being high. And they may not just be able to get the many toys that they normally usually get, if they're even getting any. So let's make it for a good cause. So let's see, Daddy Dutch Barbecue. Hello, thank you. Somebody asked what I was drinking. I'm just a sweet tea guy. So
yeah, Mike does not drink.
I don't drink.
Sweet tea guy.
I'm a sweet tea guy. I'm either going to have sweet tea in here or I'm going to have the Mio grape juice. That's pretty much going to be in my cup at all times. One of the two. So Oh, goodness gracious. As soon as we have a promoter in the area wanting us to sanction an event, I think that was to the question of when's Outlaw coming to San Antonio. So, yeah, that's going to be really cool. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how fast y'all can get moved down into the South Houston, San Antonio area. And I'm sure y'all are going to have some competitions come that way. It really looks like it's going to be really an awesome setup that y'all have with the rules and everything. I really like everything about it, and I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be good. I think people are tired of landing on these tables that they just don't advance off of. I cannot get any luck at all with these cumulative scores. Seems like every competition I go to. I mean, Marksville, they had 4 tables. And I happened to be on the table with ribs only 1 box came off of 12. And on brisket, I happened to be on the table that only 1 box came off of 12. And the other 14 boxes came off the other 3 tables. I just can't catch a break. And some people like it, and if you land on a good table, it's good. I haven't had the luck yet. So I like advancing equal number of boxes off all tables. A lot of people that I have talked to have. It doesn't bother you until you land on 1, 2, or 3. It's not that it's happened once. It's happened every single competition I've went to except for one. I land on the table with 1 box moving forward, and that's tough.
And I agree. And like I said, I just want to commend Cody and the board members from Outlaw BBQ Association for the rules. And here's the thing I loved about it is they had a bunch of cooks come over, right? And they listened to it, right? Yep. And they listened to, hey, here's what we want. I don't want to be the table. I want to be the cook. And
that's
kind of the old IBCA rule was when you got first place brisket, you beat every top brisket there. And now all of a sudden it just changed. And like I said, I know that, look, Outlaw is not, and again, I'm one of the people that we've talked about Outlaw but at the end of the day, I want people to go back to having fun. And yeah. Eric and I, there's a gentleman named Jason McCartney. And here's what I love about barbecue. There was a Liver for Life barbecue cook-off in Fort Worth earlier this year. And it was like in May because Erica was in Costa Rica, right? Like she made me go cook. She did make me an amazing video that I'll show you this weekend, Mike, of how to inject. But we're sitting there, and it was for somebody getting liver transplant in May. We go to the fast forward to Keller, and we go to the Keller cook-off, and Walker Kinney comes up and walks over and taps me on the shoulder and says, "Hey, somebody wants to say thank you." And it was the lady that was waiting for liver transplant, and she had it on Father's Day, and came over and gave all the cookers that were there at the Fort Worth location a big hug and for the support.
Right.
All I'm trying to do right now is I want to have fun, and I think it's just become a lot of politics and everything. You see it on Facebook. Used to not be on LinkedIn. It's on LinkedIn. Our organization is going to promote fun. And Jason McCartney, a long time ago, he cheered for everybody. And I was like, I really like that. Eric and I adopted that. We cheer for everybody when they get a walk. I think some of the people that know me, I stole this line from Mr. Redwine, but I know that guy. And I say that at competitions when somebody gets a call. When you get a call in a barbecue comp, there's nothing that feels better. And the cool thing about Outlaw is at the end of the day, on the top 10 overall, they're going to make everybody walk up. And I remember getting my first 9th overall call in competition barbecue, and it would have been cool to walk up with the cook-off. A guy, true outlaw named Steve Bolin, that did the Boomtown Shootout in Burke Burnett. He had little plaques for all the top 10 overall, and we've adopted that. And I see Anna Bryce Brown. Yes, Anna, you and Erica stay up real late when you are together.
Yeah.
We're gonna do things different, or the organization's gonna do things different. The cookers, we're gonna support them, and like I said, we wanted to get back to the point of where we can have fun, have a good time, and celebrate people that win. That's it. At the end of the day.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. That's what it's all about. Seems like it's just kind of gotten away from all that here lately. So
everybody wants to be on Barbecue Pit Masters and sell the rubs.
yeah, that's it. That's it. Oh, look at who we got on here. Kiki. Let's see. Looking forward to this weekend. Kiki. Oh, yeah. I drank Mio, too. Yeah, see there? I ain't the only one that does it. Sweet tea.
But
Sweet
Kiki
tea
has something different than just the Mio.
Yeah, she does. She probably spikes hers with a little bit of something. So, oh, goodness gracious. I tell you what, this has been a great show with a lot of questions. Anybody got any questions for James, me, any of it? Let me know. I mean, this is a great time. We've had a good time tonight with a lot of comments, and I've tried to reach as many as I possibly could. Let's see. Everyone thinks that they're next Myron Mixon. Go cook and have some fun. Yeah, that's for sure. So maybe she has it.
And I'll tell you right now, Justin West is one of the best cooks out there. Steak, barbecue, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, Eric and I absolutely love the West family and Benny Koger, but Justin was the second person to ever hit a double in SCA. And I mean, like in Weatherford, Texas, but Justin's a heck of a cook. But I will say this: Justin has the same problem that I do. His wife Kayla is a better cook than he is.
Dang! I tell you what, the girls are tough out there. So let's see. Somebody's calling you out, Ruben. Calling you out, James from Big Rome. Man, there we go. There's the Outlaws already coming out, right? So
right now, Big Rome. The coffee, I drink a lot more coffee than you have.
Yeah. That's hilarious. Oh, goodness. Let's see. Outlaw rocks. Yeah, see y'all next weekend. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So, oh, man. Well, I'm all about it. I think it's going to be fun just getting us all back together again and just making barbecue simple and, just see what happens. That's the way I like it. So,
we don't have any tips or tricks questions or anything.
Yeah, like I was to say, anybody got any questions? When you cook chicken, do you spatchcock it or split the two halves? Oh, there's a question. So,
and I can tell you right now, I've seen people be successful in both. Erica and I tried that. I mean, if Erica was on here, she'll tell you we do chicken halves, and we leave the backbone on while we're cooking it on the half that we use, and we save the. Now, I'll ask this. We're doing a chicken class after the cook meeting at the cook-off this weekend. So if Kurt, if you're going to be out there, please come up. It's going to be a tell-all class. I want people to walk because, like I said, my first cook-off, there were 12 teams, and I finished 12th in all three categories. So I want people to walk and have fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see. Gordon says, my wife is a damn good cook too, but better. No way I can say that she's at home. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I do the same. I mean, I've cooked spatchcock chickens. I went back to just cooking my halves as well. I don't know. I've tried it both ways. I had walks with both of them. And I haven't seen that it makes that much of a difference. So, let's see. Scotty has a question. James, do you want to double down on calculate?
Calcutta.
Oh, Calcutta, yeah.
Don't threaten me with a good time, Anna Bryce Brown.
Yeah, so.
Anna Bryce.
Let's see what we got. James, I think the ranch dressing for your rib sauce. Steve
knows. Yeah, that ranch dressing works, man.
Ranch dressing works on everything, baby. Hey, have you ever tried it on chicken? Man, come on. Chicken wings, what's the first thing you do? Dip it in that ranch dressing, baby. That's it.
I just buy that dry pack and stick it
That's it. Oh, it works good, man. It works really good. We're going to have these people out in left field. Oh, let's see. How do we get Tim K to wear the socks? That's going to be interesting right there.
Well, if Tim Kirkendall, the first time that he got his bibs, he had the socks rolled down, and as they called his number, he walked up with the socks. So that was pretty cool.
That's awesome. Brisket, fat side up or fat side down? I do fat down.
Yeah, I like doing the fat down. I mean, in Outlaw, you can turn in fat side up or fat side down. I just think it's a better presentation.
Yeah.
It's really hard to regulate the fat side of the brisket.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Yes, James invites to our 10 a.m. beer. Yep, going to be a great weekend. Looking forward to it. Who's your pick in the cow cutter for Outlaw this weekend? Who's your pick?
Well, if Erica was cooking, I'd pick her, James. So honestly, I would go with I mean, Scotty and Anna are like killing it right now. I'm gonna put my money on them.
Yep.
But at the same time, the most money I've ever wanted to cook off was when I bet on Ricky Bocanegra at the Irving Oaks Lodge, and he didn't bet on himself, and the return on investment was amazing.
Pretty good on that one, that's for sure. Let's see. Here's one. What's a good tip for a beginner competitor?
Real easy. When somebody tells you they bought a brisket Walmart and it's Select, they're lying. They're not buying a Walmart Select brisket to win.
Yeah, that's for dang sure. So
I'll tell you, my friend. I mean, like he's a great. To me, he's one of the great guys from TBC. I mean, my thing is what Erica and I did is we had our own competition in our house. We invited 10 of our friends, and we cooked different recipes. And that's what we started in 1819. And I had a guy that cooked with me named Chris Williams that did ribs, and Chris was the guy that said we're going to cook together and we're going to call it what it. And that judging that we had at our house changed it. You can go judge, but your flavor profile might be different. I mean, besides taking a class, have 7 or 8 of your friends and cook 3 different recipes, and whichever one that they like, that's the one you roll. And tender is key. Tender is key. This is not KCBS.
That's right. Got to get it fork tender. So, all right. What's your favorite meat to cook in the backyard?
I'll let you answer it first, Mike, and I'll answer it after.
Favorite meat to cook in the backyard for me, I love bacon wrapped pork tenderloin stuff with cream cheese and pineapple with a habanero rib glaze on top of it. Pineapple habanero rib glaze.
Man, that's complicated. Eric and I like cooking pizza.
Pizza, there you go.
We get the cheapest pizzas you can get from Walmart.
Yeah.
And if nobody's done that, it's absolutely amazing.
Now, Suzette gets them little flatbread pizzas from Walmart.
They're great too.
Oh my gosh, it's the same as the pizza, right? But it's the little flatbread, little rectangle thing, and she'll take that thing, she'll doctor it up, she'll put fresh mozz on it, she'll put more pepperoni on it, she'll put jalapenos on it, some mushrooms and all that, puts it in the oven. And I'm telling you what, that's just good. It's just about any deadgum commercial pizza that you can get. It's got this really good crust, really crispy. And when you put all that toppings and stuff on it, the crust to me is what really makes a good pizza. And then obviously fresh ingredients. And when you go in and put pepperoni and fresh mozz and all that stuff on it, it's pretty good pizza. I've never taken it and put it in the oven. I mean on a smoker. Heck, I could throw it on my Green Mountain Grill pellet cooker, and that thing would probably be great. Fire that thing up about 550 degrees and let it rip. So.
Oh yeah, you use a lump charcoal. And my buddy Chris Williams, I remember being at West that we walked in the RV and came back out. We bought all the cheap pizzas, and literally we had a line of 20 cooks because nobody wants to eat barbecue after you've been doing it.
Right.
And you cook it with that lump charcoal, and we put a little bit of our own little seasoning, beer 30, and a little bit of Texas barbecue after seasoning on there, and you put it on there, and you cook it, and that crust it's amazing pizza.
Yeah. Tim said he's got $20 on Kiss Your Sister.
Yeah,
I love pizza. That's one of my weaknesses. I absolutely love pizza. Gosh, I can eat pizza practically every day. So, what is your best seasoning to use?
To me, it's about layers of flavor, and Mike's talked about it. We're sponsored by some great, rub companies. I will say this: Get Up Chucky, right? That's one of them. They make amazing seasonings. Texas Old Dust. Aaron Leslie has been kind of a mentor to Eric and I. And then that Texas Barbecue Chapter all seasoning. We use that not even in competition. We use that in everything. It's an amazing seasoning. So, and Mike will tell you the same thing. it's not one seasoning that's going to get you a walk. It's layering the seasoning.
Yeah. My favorite is salt, pepper, and garlic.
Yeah.
I'm just
That's
saying.
what beer. We'll give you some of the beer 30 seasoning that we do. My dad, it's so funny. My dad, a long time ago, I go, Dad, what is that? And he goes, that's a seasoning I made. I go, what do you call it? He goes, I don't know. And I was like, well, you got to call it something. He goes, beer 30. And he took a drink of beer. And Eric and I have continued that trait where we do the beer 30 seasoning.
There you go. So, let's see. When cooking on a drum, do you cook your chicken on both sides? So do you start meat down and then go to bone down, or you just do bone down the whole time?
No, that's bone down the whole time. I don't know. I mean, I don't think you cook chicken on a drum, but we cook our bone down. And then the other thing we do is we never tempt the breast. We only tempt the thigh. And there's a lot of different variables that people do. Some people say pull it at 165. We like a lot higher temperature between our thigh and our leg.
Yeah. Let's say I heard down south they cook blue cheese briskets. Any truth to that? I have never heard that before. I've cooked down south a few times, and there never was no blue cheese brisket. So just better bring a traditional Texas brisket.
Yeah, man. I mean, I've never heard. That's a great question, though. I want to try it.
Yeah, I've never heard that one.
Juice on my brisket, but I've never used blue cheese.
Yeah, that's for sure. Let's see, this weekend will be epic. Hopefully we can get a lot of new cooks out. If we haven't met, come say hi. If you have any questions, ask James. There you go.
Right now, Jack Cashman is what, I mean, Jack and his family is what's right about barbecue.
Oh, yeah.
And Jack's an outlaw. If they have a drum set at that bar, if you've never seen Jack after a few cold beverages play the drum, it's worth the price of admission.
Okay, we're gonna have to see that. So I did not know he knew how to play the drums.
Well, it's amazing. He was in a punk band in Austin.
Oh wow! There we go, Jack. There we go, man. Let's see. Looks like I'm gonna have to order a case of new socks. Yep, it looks like you are. So, let's see. Texas Outlaw Chapter show in the house. Big canoe. Let's see. Canoe. My legs were too big for the socks. I carried them in my pocket.
Juke's a heck of a cook, too.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Really good.
Yeah. Let's see. Do you take your brisket to a certain temperature before wrapping?
Man, Kurt,
I wrap mine to color.
Yeah, that's mine. Here's the thing I think, Mike, Mike's a great brisket cook. For anybody that doesn't realize that, even though he hosts Barbecue Jams Academy, Mike's a heck of a brisket cook, and Kurt, the only thing I'll tell you is I don't do temp on brisket. I usually do it on time. On a drum, I do it in like I said, an hour and a half, and on an offset, I do it in 2.5.
Mm-hmm. Yep, mine is typically about 4 hours until I get the color but I cook slow. I only cook at 260, 270. So, and mine's in a rotisserie. So
we cook at 350.
Yeah. Let's see. Alan Freeman may be a strong candidate to win this weekend. Yep, Alan's been doing pretty good.
Alan, I'll tell you right now, Alan and Vivian gave Eric and I a run for our money for best dressed, and after Eric and I talked about it, we tied.
Yep. Yeah, he's always rocking it, and you should have seen him in Mark's. I mean, black with all the lime green. I'm like going, dang, boy, you got to go put me some sunglasses on just to walk to awards. So
yeah, and he always shines at awards, though.
Oh yeah. Let's see, smoked pizza. Smoked pizza is the bomb. Absolutely. I have not put one on the grill. I've got to do
try
that.
It, man.
I love that.
Life-changing.
I bet it is. Let's see. Smoked cheap pizza is 100%.
Yeah.
Let's see. James and Eric are great cooks. Great cook some great pizza. Yep. Maybank. Hashtag Maybank. Yeah, absolutely.
I want to say something about Tim Woolridge. Like, we talk about great cooks and all this stuff. So I was waiting on our pit to get built. We're going to go cook in Carthage. And we didn't have enough drums to cook ribs. And I said, hey, does anybody have anything? Tim brought his smoker out there for us to use.
Wow.
Tim's. And literally Tim and Zach, one of the best barbecue moments that didn't involve me or Erica was we were cooking, and I forgot Terrell. It was the state championship. Tim got like a 7th place brisket, but Zach got 1st place.
Yep, I remember that.
Yeah, and the look on Tim's face was just nothing but proud dad.
Yeah,
and I sent Tim a message. It was just absolutely amazing to me to watch Zach get that place.
Oh yeah, I mean, I was there, and if I remember, he literally pulled it out of the foil, unwrapped it, and cut it. It had 0 rest time. It was so hot he couldn't even hardly handle it to get it in the box. That's how hot. I mean, it was 200 plus degrees, whatever he cooks it to, and it came straight out of the smoker. Right up, opened the foil on the cutting board, sliced it, put it in the box, and got 1st place. Goes to show you don't always have to rest a brisket to win. So, not at all. So, let's see. That's all I use. Salt and pepper.
Rick.
Yeah. Oh, goodness. Let's see. There's absolutely nothing wrong with salt, pepper, and garlic. Nope. Sure has made me a lot of money. So, let's see. We don't boil briskets either. No, you can keep that. Tell us about the awesome game of LCR.
It's actually left, right, center. Kiki and Laura Blunt are the masters of ceremony.
Okay.
Erica and I have never really won it. It's a dice game. We'll be playing it this Friday, Mike. So bring dollar bills.
I got you. Maybe I need to bring my camera and film behind the scenes what's going on. Do you use the 3-2-1 method on your ribs at comps?
Mike, I'll let you answer that, then I'll.
I do not. I'm a 2-2.
Yeah, Erica and I do the same thing. We smoke our ribs for an hour. We wrap them for 2.5. We put them in the Cambro, let them rest, and then we put them on and just sauce them up, just to tighten the ribs up. I mean, that's kind of the key thing is, you can cook your ribs over tender, and if you let them rest, they'll tighten back up.
Yeah. Do you do a long rest time on yours or not?
If the turn-in's at 1:30, our ribs are done at 12.
Yeah.
So it's an hour and a half, and we'll pull them out, throw them back on the smoker at 1:10.
Yeah.
And then we cut them at 1:20.
Yeah, that's kind of what I do. I give them out about an hour and a half rest as well. So,
yeah.
Let's see. Patriot Barbecue is another team to watch. Yep. There's a lot of good teams that are going to be there. Let's see. James once boiled a chicken, then sauced it, and asked me to taste it for him.
Best chicken you had, Duke.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Let's see. What temperature are you cooking that pizza on the smoker? That's a good idea. Hot?
350.
Okay, 350. Okay. You're going to tell us all your secrets for chicken. I don't know. Probably need to get Erica for that. Seems like she's the one that's killing chicken.
Yeah.
Goodness. Thanks, guys. No rest is best. That's it. Let's see. Joe Tucker. If he doesn't, I will. I definitely need to play LCR. Man, we just got a lot of comments. I have never heard of this LCR. Where have I been?
You're gonna play Friday night, and it's a good time.
That's fun. That is so fun. So
I think we might actually keep track of that. Who wins the most LCR games?
Yeah, that's funny. That is so funny. Juke knows all the secrets.
He does.
That's awesome. That is absolutely awesome. Well, I tell you what, James, we have had an absolute awesome show tonight. So many people stayed on the whole time. And we got a lot of questions asked. We love answering these questions. We're going to keep doing them. And anyway, I really appreciate you being on. I appreciate everything you do for barbecue. You and Erica are just two absolutely amazing people to hang out with. I don't know how you managed to land Erica into saying I do. Man, you are way out of your league, but whatever you do, just keep her happy. Mama's happy, everybody's happy. So,
exactly.
But y'all are just a great couple and so fun to be with. And I am looking forward to this weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I can't wait to get out to see everybody. So, Kiki, we'll see you Friday as well. And great show. Thank you. Yep. Need lots of quarters. That's for sure. Y'all have fun this weekend. Good luck to everybody cooking. Yep. Get up, Chucky. Where's it at? There it is. So, anyway, Anyway, Juke, thank you for being here. Thanks for everybody. James, any final questions, buddy?
No, I just want to say thanks for having us on. And like I said, come out and support two great cook-offs, the December 3rd and 4th, December 10th and 11th. Eric and I grew up in a very impoverished neighborhood, bringing toys. And look, man, we're all cooking barbecue, but at the end of the day, if a kid can wake up on Christmas Day and have a toy underneath the tree, isn't that what we all want? So
absolutely,
Mike, thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you. I appreciate it. And, it's been a great show. We hope everybody's enjoyed it. If you have, be with us every Tuesday night at 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern. I know in a couple weeks, not next Tuesday, but the next Tuesday, we're going to have Shauna Rapolo on here and talking about the Kids Q Nation that she's been involved with to helping these kids. So make sure you have that one on your calendar. Don't know who we're going to have on for this coming up Tuesday. May even be somebody from the Outlaw BBQ competition for this first one. We'll probably do a recap of that, and we may end up bringing a couple folks on for that to get their reaction from that cook-off as well. James, I appreciate you in such short notice coming in. Appreciate it. Safe travels back home. And as we tell all of our folks when we're doing our competition classes and filming them, we always like to say one thing. Y'all get out there